Men are the best at picking up women, not women. You're not best at picking up women. I am. I'm better at picking up women than you are, because I picked up more women than you have. Do you understand the logic?
Okay, I get that.
Thank you. I cleared things up now. A woman does not know how to pick up another woman.
I do.
She just knows. You just know what
I
you
do.
like. No, you
Trust
don't.
me.
You don't. Listen, from one girl to another. One girl might like a guy who's really built. Another girl's like, ew. Okay, one girl might like a guy who's very preppy. Another girl wants a guy who looks more rough. One girl might like a guy because he's got a really nice car. You don't know. A man, I've picked up more women than all the women sitting here.
And they were all different, huh?
The women?
Yeah.
Well, hopefully. Yeah,
What do you mean hopefully?
It's not the same woman. It's not the same woman.
You're saying you picked up a lot of women. I'm saying they were all different.
Well, of course, it's not the same woman. So
did you use the same approach?
Yeah, there's a universal approach on how you approach women.
How did you do it?
I'm not teaching a class here on it, but a woman doesn't know.
I don't know if it's so you.
So,
It's just one example.
Yeah, like
listen,
Wait, so you're gonna identify as a man tomorrow and then use that approach to get girls?
I'll give you advice. So, I also have people who watch this podcast, right? So I'm not going to get into it.
Oh, okay. So we're not supposed that's what, not you.
What I'm trying to tell you is, if I'm going to want to find out how I can, what's the best way to approach a woman, I'm going to talk to the we'll say gender, who has approached more women than the other gender. Men have approached more women than women have approached women. So a man knows what works more than a woman does. That's a fact. Okay? The same way, if I don't want to sound, sexist here, but if a baby, okay, is having an issue where they're choking or something, or needs to be burped, whatever, women who have been mothers know way fucking more than a man who's been a dad. Like, I would rather get advice from a woman on how to take care of a child, a little baby, because she has more experience. She's handled more babies, right? Not a man. So, if for this, the problem now is that in society, the society we live in today, I'm on social media just because I don't have any personal accounts, right? I have some company accounts that we have, and so I might go on there because someone on my team might share someone's profile regarding this. So sometimes I scroll through, and the shit that's on there of what women are telling men that women want, they're completely clueless. Like, oh, every woman out there wants to pay half. We don't need your money. I'm independent. I don't need a man. So any guy who thinks that he's going to pay all these things and get laid after, no, I'm paying half. I don't need your money. So a guy's thinking, okay, if I pay all of it, it's offensive. Because a man doesn't want to offend a woman. And then he meets a woman, and he goes through the whole transaction of it, and the girl's now pissed off that he asked her to pay half. And he thought he was doing the right thing. He didn't want to offend you. But now you're pissed off, this guy's a cheapskate. Or he's an asshole. And that's how the date ends. And then he goes back and he's like, oh, I text her or whatever, she didn't reply. And you're like, that guy's an asshole. But he's confused. Why? Because what women were saying. If he went with what a guy was saying, you know what a guy's going to say? You pay the bill. There's no question. You pay the bill. Don't even ask her. You want to play it safe? Say, I'm getting up to go to the bathroom. And then pay the bill away from her. So she doesn't even see it. There's no chance of her thinking, well, he asked me, do that if you want to. But you're paying the bill.
See, if you want to, you can do anything. You don't have to be like, so I don't want to offend you. Do you want to pay half?
But don't you?
No,
okay.
just go do it.
Aside from Rhonda over here, does everybody else kind of understand how it's confusing men? Do you guys, Carl, do you understand how that's confusing for men?
Yes, very.
Because he just wants to do whatever, the guy just wants to do what a girl likes. He's like, okay, if she likes that, I'm going to do it. Okay, opening the car door for a girl. That's a gentleman thing. It's chivalry, right? Mm-hmm. Don't most women like that? But a ton of women don't. I got hands. I don't need you to open the door for me. I was like, okay, so I'm not going to. And then that girl's thinking, what an asshole. He didn't hold the door open for me. Or when he first came to pick me up, the way that I was raised, I get out of the car and I will open the passenger door. Because that's what a gentleman does.
So I guess it's not the guys that are confused, it's the girls that are confused.
And they're confusing the men.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the man just, at the end of the day, the man wants the woman. She's the prize, right? So he's thinking, okay, well, this woman says do this, I'll do that. No, don't go with that. Because some of these women who are giving this advice, they're bitter. And a lot of them are fucking toxic feminists. A woman likes to be treated like a woman. A woman wants to be treated in a respectful manner. That the man is going to be gentle with her, right? He's going to take care of her. A woman likes to be taken care of. It's a part of your fucking DNA. You can't prevent that. No woman doesn't want to be in a man's arms and feel secure. A strong man, not some guy who's like a girl. But all women want that. All women want to be taken care of, pampered as well too, treated with respect, right? Like you're something that's really beautiful and you're fragile, whatever. I don't want to hurt you. I don't want to be like yell at you. I want to comfort you, whatever. But now you've got women saying, no, we don't want that. We want you to treat us the same way you treat your buddies. What? Are you sure? And you hear it over and over again. Yep, treat me like you do your drinking buddies on the weekend. That's how I want you to treat me. Don't treat me any different. Now the guy treats the girl that way. And I said, that guy was an asshole. Well, he's like, well, you wanted me to treat you that way. You wanted me to split the bill. You don't want me to hold the door open for you.
Okay, let's say like you're making a product for a client. You gotta like talk to your client and say like, what do they want? You ask your client what they want. You ask your client for every little detail so you can, get their money.
The universal part of that is when it comes to companies, it's all about branding. I've seen corporate videos where they will take a store just because the way it's branded. And they'll have promotional models working there as well too. They'll have these really nice expensive bags and all that. And they did this as a test. And in the store, they were selling $8 shirts for like $90. And like, $10 purses for $200.
I think it was Payless shoe stores that they did the experiment.
Yeah, and the women are all going in and buying like fucking garbage shoes for $10 and paying $200 for them because of the branding. So that shows that the masses goes for that. So again, about your point, if you wanted to target a certain demographic, you have to understand who you're approaching to figure out that demographic. Men know women better when it comes to approaching them and courting them than a woman does. That's just the way it is. A woman, for example, she might know very well what she likes. She knows what type of guy she specifically wants. She knows that. And how she should be approached or not. But the universal part of it, a man will know. Why? Because he's approached so many women, he's mastered it by now. He knows. He's not like, hey babe, your tits look great. Like even if he's thinking that, that's the wrong approach. He knows that. So there's guys know what things you can say and what things you can't say.
Okay,
And the only way to learn that.
Say it would go the other way around.
What?
Like,
sorry?
Would it go the same way? Like if I'm a girl and I'm with someone
Yeah.
and I have problems with that person, would I go for a guy or for a girl to get
Advice?
To get a dating
guy.
advice?
A guy.
How is that even possible?
Honestly,
I'll tell you what.
that's
Okay.
actually true because of my guy friends. My guy friends have given me the best advice, and honestly, it actually wasn't even till recently that one of them gave me the best advice. And I'll leave this with you. A lot of girls, when they get married or have boyfriends, they'll always have this is my best guy friend, this is my best guy friend, whatever. You never see your dad, your dad never comes in and sees your mom hanging out with her best guy friend. So with that, it kind of. You get what I mean?
A girl, if she wants to know how to keep her man
So
happy.
men and women.
Men?
Yeah, you gotta ask
No, hold
men
on.
about men and women.
But so ask me why. Why? Because women, the thing that men find beautiful in a woman is that she's emotional. If a woman felt like a fucking man, that's like me dating my football coach. I don't want a fucking guy, a woman who's rational thinking. Men find it so attractive that a woman's emotions vary, that she can love him so much. And the part about you being emotional is the beautiful part of a woman. Your rational thinking is not the attractive part of a woman. A woman is attracted to a man because of his rational brain, not his emotional side. If you dated a guy who cried every week because he hated going to work, you wouldn't want to be with him. So a man, because he thinks rationally, is going to give you facts. A woman is going to be based on her emotion at that moment.
Men lead with their head and women lead with their heart.
So a woman, for example, if you were to go to a woman and ask her what's the best way to keep a man, her reply to you is going to be based on her experience, based on her relationship. That's it. So if she had a guy who was cheap, she's going to tell you, when you meet a man, make sure he's making money, blah, blah, blah. That's what she's going to say. If she was with a man that she wasn't really attracted to, she'll make sure the physical connection is going to be there. But a guy will tell you the real things that you need to do to keep that man happy. Because those real things are universal for all men.
Maybe he would be projecting the same thing. His experience, he doesn't like his wife, or she's lacking certain things.
No, we're not talking about.
Happy by cooking him that white rice every day.
No, we're not talking about what, and we're talking about when it comes to the guy, a universal way of approaching a woman. Men know that better because they've approached more women.